If you haven't been living under a rock, you may have seen a YouTube video titled "I Crashed My Airplane" by Trevor Jacobs. If you didn't see the original video, which has millions of views and is still up on YouTube, you probably heard of it from a lot of the commentary channels that tossed that video around like a used condom, because that video went viral not because of what you would think it would have gone viral for. A lot of people thought this video was fishy because this guy got into the airplane with a parachute on, and most pilots do not get into an airplane with the parachute on unless they're expecting to crash land. So this guy gets into his airplane with a parachute on before he even gets into the airplane, along with 9 different GoPros that are set up all over the plane that he's going to use in his video, which is also a sponsored video, not just any regular video, a sponsored video. And something randomly goes wrong in the sky. We have no idea what that is. He can't describe it. He can't even comment on it, and he just ejects himself right out of the airplane with his parachute on. While this guy is thousands of feet in the air, he already has his GoPro and selfie sticks all ready to go, and he's filming every second of that video so he can put it right up on his YouTube. That sponsor has nothing to worry about in terms of viewership, and Mr. Pilot's gonna get that big fat commission check, baby. Trevor Jacobs actually already admitted that he did this stunt because he wanted to get his sponsorship lots and lots of views on YouTube. And instead of maybe just getting a co-pilot and jumping out of an airplane with lots of GoPros and parachuting and pretending there was a crash landing, this guy just jumps straight out of his airplane, parachutes out, and the plane goes and crashes into a fucking mountain a couple miles away. This genius idea is extremely fucking dangerous because there are towns, there are people could have been out hiking. I don't know how no one got killed, but like, what if this plane crashed right into an oil mine or something like that? I've never seen someone so hungry for clout on YouTube that they're willing to do one of the most dumbest and most dangerous things on YouTube of all time, and especially coming from someone who has been a pilot for years. This guy knows the laws and he knows what he's doing is so fucking illegal, dangerous, and could kill so many people. And this guy sat down and edited this shit for hours. I mean, this is a almost 13-minute long video where he had 8 or 9 different angles of him doing this stunt. This wasn't like a fuck it, I'm just gonna upload it and see what happens. No, this guy thought about it for hours, and what makes the whole thing even stupider is this guy is terrible at acting. I think Charlie D'Amelio is a better actor than him because this guy couldn't even explain what's going wrong in the slightest. He doesn't even try to figure out what's going wrong. He doesn't even try to fix the engines, run any kind of scans, and make sure the plane is working as expected. Nah, this guy just freaks the fuck out after nothing happens and just jumps right out the plane. Plus, the first thing he grabs out of this plane that's malfunctioning apparently is a fucking selfie stick that's perfectly positioned to capture his emergency parachute out of the plane. Everyone's spider sense was going off as soon as he jumped into that airplane with a parachute on. People knew this wasn't a real emergency happening in the sky. Everyone put 2 and 2 together that this was a sponsored video and he needed a lot of views. And Trevor Jacobs finally admits that this was not an emergency landing. This guy planned and plotted to crash his plane on purpose. He's currently pleading guilty to federally interfering with an investigation. He went to the plane crash site and started to get all of the parts and try to cover it up as much as possible. In other words, destroying the evidence. Yeah, so he basically admits that this was intentional and he did all of this because of a paid sponsored YouTube video. And that YouTube video is costing him potentially up to 20 years in prison because he's already in a plea guilty deal, which seems like a lot of years, but because this YouTube video literally could have killed multiple people, if not tens of hundreds of people, depending on where this plane crashed, I don't think it's that bad at all. This court case is coming up in a couple weeks, and his pilot or his license to pilot was revoked last year. All I have to say about this guy is Trevor Jacobs had to intentionally wanted to go to prison. He had multiple opportunities to realize he fucked up, starting with getting a sponsored video and then coming up with the idea to crash his fucking plane. And then from there recording it like 8 or 9 different ways sitting down and editing it for hours, then choosing to upload the footage to YouTube, and then finally going back to where the plane crashed and finding it with a helicopter and trying to take away the evidence and pretending that no one's gonna find out after he fucking uploaded a YouTube video of him doing just that. I just hope Trevor Jacobs made $1 bajillion from that sponsorship video, because he needs an actual miracle of a lawyer to get anywhere close to out of this 20-year sentence. Just to conclude, Jacob admitted pretty much that he intended to make money from the video. He admitted to the sponsorship. He also admitted that he made false claims to the aircraft accident incident report, and that his plane didn't just lose power out of nowhere in the middle of the sky 30 minutes into his trip. So let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Is the whole Trevor Jacobs situation 20 years, is it too little for him? Do you think that's way too much, or do you think it's not enough? Also, let me know of any kind of cool stuff you want me to react to. Other than that, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.